Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are looking live at General Stadium in Winfield, West Virginia, on the campus of Winfield High School. For today's contest, the Winfield Generals will be hosting the South Charleston Black Eagles. It's a beautiful sunny evening here in Winfield. Temperature here right around first pitch is 59 degrees. Not expecting any real weather, so it should be a pretty nice broadcast and game for you this evening. We'll do, as they finish warm-ups here, we'll do a quick...
These two switch positions.
Do a quick lineup here for you for the visiting Black Eagles of South Charleston. Leading off is Braxton Burke. He'll be playing shortstop. In center field, batting second, Jackson Akers. Second base and hitting third is Tanner Aldis. Playing first is Avery Greatley. At catcher, Caden Hakeman. Pitching, Jackson Webb. Marcus Good will be in right field and hitting seventh. Hitting eighth and playing in left field is Jordan Terry. And then in the ninth spot, Brock Henson will be at third base. And for Winfield defensively, you'll have Ian Cox at third base. Bryson Downey will be catching. Blake Withrow at first. Preston Kiefer in center field. Jared Miller in left field. Brady Cox will be in right field. Owen Taylor at short. And then Brody Ilerton will be pitching and hitting eighth. And then Austin Blackwell will be playing second base for the Generals. As we get ready for the first pitch here. And the first pitch misses just down and in for ball one. Braxton Burke, the shortstop for the Black Eagles, stepping in. 334 batting average for the season, 6 RBIs as well. Looking to get off the Eagles to a good start here. As the first pitch is popped up into center. Yep. And a fly out for out number 1 to start the game.
Now batting number 1, Jackson Akers.
And that will bring up Jackson Akers, the center fielder. And the first pitch in for a strike. Akers hitting 179 on the season so far. The 0-1. And that will be ball one. Trying to get the ball there to the top of the strike zone and left it up just a little bit. And there is ball two. Definitely looking in this at bat to keep the ball up. Edelton kicks, and here's the 2-1. Ball three, up in the zone again. So far does not have great command of the fastball up in the zone. And ball four.
Now batting number 8, Tanner Adkins.
And that will bring up Tanner Atkins, the second baseman for the Black Eagles. .167 average for the season. And a swing and a miss for strike one. And the pickoff attempt, just to keep him honest. Akers is a guy who can run. Does have one stolen base on the year, but can swipe one. And there's a bunt popped up, foul, and out of play. So I'll take the count to 0-2. As that pitch is fouled off, we will stay 0-2 here. Hamilton looks in, gets the sign. Another pickoff. This one a little bit closer, but Akers still able to dive back in safely. Check of the runner, now he sets. And the 0-2. Takes off, ball is up, throw down. And he beats it in there. Good strong throw. From Downey, but really good jump by Akers there to get him the stolen base. So now we've got the 1-2 count, and here's the pitch. Fouled off, straight back. Keep the count at 1-2. And the pitch. Grounded, third base. Nice dig out, throw over to first. Will get the runner. Great dig out there by Ian Cox to not only get it out, but also save a run. That will bring up Avery Gradley, the first baseman. As that pitch just misses, take the count to 1-0. Gradley digs in here. Average for the season, 111. That pitch in on the hands, out to short. A little double clutch, but still in plenty of time to record the out. So no hits, one walk, one man left on base as we go to the bottom half of the first. 0-0. We will be right back after this.
This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Winfield, West Virginia. Bottom of the first, and Winfield will step in for the first time here at the bottom of the first inning. And to lead off for the Generals, third baseman Ian Cox will step in. .333 average for the season. And here is the pitch. Ball hit out towards right field, but that is going to be caught for the first out. So one pitch, one out. Extremely effective for Jackson Webb so far this evening.
Now batting the catcher number 3, Brayson Downey.
So that will bring up the catcher, Brayson Downey. .444 average on the season thus far. And here's the pitch. Chopper into the hole there in short, but Braxton Burke with basically just eats it. I'm sorry, that was actually a line out. My bad. I thought that bounced. And that will bring up Blake Withrow, the first baseman. .290 on the season as he takes ball one. Pitch back up the middle. Pitcher can't quite get it. Burke up from short with it. Then the throw with a strong enough arm just beats him. So 1, 2, 3 go the Generals in a very effectively pitched inning there by Webb. We'll go to the top of the second, still tied at 0 We will be back after these messages.
This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, top of the second, still 0-0. And digging in for the Black Eagles is Caden Hackman, the catcher. And he takes strike one, down and in. Beautifully pitched ball right there. Hackman, 269 average on the season. As that pitch misses, we are 1-1 now in the count. And strike two delivered in there by Edelton. So 1-2 now here. As South Charleston looks to get the leadoff man on. That pitch is fouled off to the right, back and out of play. So 1-2 the count here. And South Charleston sitting at 5-6 on the season. That pitch is down and away, even the count at 2-2. So big game here for South Charleston, trying to get back to 500. And that pitch is fouled off. Keep the count at 2-2. And the 2-2. Popped out to left and playable for out number one.
Now batting number 33, Jackson Webb.
And that will bring up Jackson Webb to the plate. Had a very effective bottom of the first, getting 1, 2, 3 on essentially 6 pitches. And now he steps in to try and help out his cause here from the batter's box as he fouls that one straight back. Right on it, just kind of underneath of it to take the count to 0-1. Webb, 269 hitter on the season. As Edelton sits back on the rubber, gets the sign, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Looked like a pretty nice changeup had him out in front of that one. And here's the 0-2. Up and in to take it to ball one. Or as the great late Bob Uecker would say, just a bit inside. And here's the 1-2. Strike three on the outside corner. Caught him looking absolutely beautiful pitch.
Now batting number 5, Marcus Good.
from Edelton there. Absolutely froze him on the outside corner. That will bring up Marcus Good, the right fielder for the Black Eagles. Pitch hit right back to the pitcher. Couple steps, the flip, and records the out himself. So we go to the bottom of the second, still tied at 0. Winfield will be coming to bat, led off by Jared Miller, and we will return momentarily.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. The Winfield Generals playing host this evening to the Black Eagles of South Charleston. We're in the bottom of the second, still tied at 0. Digging in for Winfield to lead off this inning, center fielder Preston Kiefer. First pitch pops straight up and caught there by the third baseman for out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Jared Miller.
And that will bring up Jared Miller. As he takes ball 1. Jared Miller hitting .333 on the year. As he takes strike 1. And he takes ball 2. 2-1 the count. And Webb kicks. Take the count to 3-1. So a little bit more of a patient at bat here for the Generals, who were kind of swinging at the first thing they saw on every at bat. But this one a little more patient. 3-1, and that pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Take the count to 3-2. That pitch grounded to third. Oh! And skips under the glove. Was the third baseman Brock Henson on a play that play that should have been made, so that will definitely go down as an E5. That will bring up Jake Kimball, the DH. Jake Kimball hitting .292 on the season. An opportunity here with runners on the base pass. Pitch over, and he gets back safely. Definitely something Webb wants to avoid. The Generals have been a team that when they get on base will absolutely run. And another pick over. It's back. Just beats that one in. Now the Generals with 31 stolen bases as a team this year, so definitely active on the base pass. And a third straight throw over. And the first pitch inside misses for ball one. Miller dancing out there, leads the team with 7 steals. As there's the pitch, and he takes off. A little bit late of a jump, the throw down, and gets him for out number 2. Good strong throw there by Caden Hackman, but also a little bit late of a jump there for Miller as well. So he'll be out number 2 on the caught stealing. Up and in for ball 2. To Jake Kimball, who looks to keep the inning extended here now. That pitch is fouled. It's hit straight up, but it looks like it's going to stay in play. Catch by Hackman there for the third out to retire the General, so the error does not come back to haunt the Black Eagles at all. The caught stealing takes everybody off base. So after 2, still tied at 0, and we will be back after this message from our sponsors.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com. This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As Edelton throws in strike 1 to Jordan Terry, the left fielder for the Golden Eagles. And takes outside to even the count at 1-1. Terry, .233 on the season. As he takes strike 2. Middleton sets the 1-2 delivery. That ball is fouled off to keep the count at 1-2. And during the JV game earlier this afternoon, we did have a little bit of a kind of a rain burst a little bit. So the field turf probably a little bit wet, probably leading to that a little bit of a slip on the jump there by Miller as Terry takes ball 2. So the infield turf here at Winfield maybe play a little bit differently here, with it being a little bit wet. Ball maybe skid it a little bit more. Infielders will find the traction a little bit harder to come by as Terry flies this one out to right field for out number 1.
Now batting number 2, Brock Henson.
And that will bring up Brock Henson, who's also catching for South Charleston this evening. Henson steps in, 136 average on the season. As we said, South Charleston looking to get a win here to get back to 500 with He takes ball one with the state tournament, quickly, fastly approaching. As he takes ball two outside, kind of hard to believe we're already kind of at that time of the year we're really starting to talk about state tournament and all of that. But, I mean, we are almost mid-April. As Edelton finds the inside corner there for strike one to get back into the count here at 2-1. That pitch is lined out to right, will drop in for a hit.
Now batting number 13, Braxton Burke.
And that will bring up the top of the lineup here for South Charleston. Braxton Burke, shortstop. Flew out in his last at bat, but here with an opportunity to get something going for Black Eagles offense that has been struggling up to this point. Up and in for ball one. Definitely been a pitcher's duel to this point with all zeros up on the board as far as the run category is concerned. Here's a 1-0. Runner takes off and the ball is fouled off. I think the count to 1-1. Henson does have one steal so far on the year. As a team, 12 stolen bases for the Black Eagles, so they will run. Not as much as Winfield, but they will take advantage. Ball two down in the dirt. So here is the 2-1. Bounced back up to the pitcher. He'll take just the easy out there at first. So now runner on second with two outs, and that will bring up Jackson Akers, the center fielder who walked and did steal a base back in the first inning. Pitch, swing, and a miss for strike one. Check the runner on second. Here is the delivery. Pitch is hammered out towards center, but a great job of tracking it down by the center fielder, Preston Kiefer. So that will be out number 3. Another inning with another 0 posted on there. Winfield will come to bat here in the bottom of the third when we return.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
And welcome back into Winfield, or General Stadium here on the campus of Winfield High. As we go to the bottom of the third, still tied at 0. Owen Taylor, the shortstop for the Generals, digs in here to start us off on the bottom of the third. And the pitch from Webb. Down and in the dirt for ball 1. Dirt, it's brown turf, but dirt nonetheless. And that ball lined out to short, up, and the throw for out number 1.
Now batting number 11, Brody Elderton.
And that will bring up Brody Elderton, who's also pitching for the Generals tonight, so he'll be facing his counterpart. And Webb there from South Charleston. As here's the pitch. Taken down for ball 1. Ellerton 222 on the season. And is actually tied on the team lead for home runs as this one's dribbled back out to the pitcher. Up, throw, and over for out number 2. And that will bring up Austin Blackwell.
Now batting number 7, Austin Blackwell.
The left fielder for the Generals, 231 on the season. Gets his first crack here tonight with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third. Pitch in and a little bit low there for ball 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That ball is ripped right back up the middle for a base hit. Quickly thrown back in.
Now batting number 12.
So that is the first hit of the night for the Generals, and will bring the top of the lineup back up here. Ian Cox steps in. Up and away for ball 1. As Blackwell takes off, ball down low, throw high and away, and he almost overslides the bag, but able to get back. So a stolen base there for Austin Blackwell. That'll give him 4 stolen bases on the year. And now in a 2-0 count, the Generals threatening pitch up in the zone, so 3-0 now the count. As Cox looks to drive in the runner here. Does have 4 RBIs on the season. So here's the 3-0. Pours in strike 1 there. Kind of looked like a take all the way. So the Generals with their first real threat of the game here to plate the first run of the game. Webb checks the runner at second. Here's the 3-1. Pitch up, ball 4. And that will bring up Bryson Downey, the catcher for the Generals.
Now batting number 3, Bryson Downey.
Lined out to the shortstop his last time up on a kind of a bullet hit into the hole, but ground covered very, very well by Braxton Burke earlier. As he looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Bryson Downey looking to drive in a run here. Does have 8 RBIs on the season. 0-1. Thanks, ball down. So first real pressure inning Webb has faced here. Did have the one runner on back in the second. There was an error, but got out of it on the caught stealing. As runners takes off, that ball is ripped down the line, and that's going to plate at least one. They're going to send the runner from first all the way home, so it is a 2-run double for Bryson Downey as he drives in 2 to put Winfield up 2-0.
Now batting number 9, Blake Withrow.
Okay, that will bring up Blake Withrow, the first baseman here for the Generals. Runner on second. 2 runs have already crossed here for the Generals. That pitch is hit right back up. Second baseman field throw over clean. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the Generals plate 2 on the 2-run double by Bryson Downey. As we go to the top of the 4th, we'll be back momentarily.
This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th. The Generals leading 2-0 over the Black Eagles. As Tanner Atkins digs in here to start the top of the 4th here for the Eagles. And takes ball 1. There's the 0-1. Swing and miss, even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch there to take it to 1-2. Looks like he might have been a little bit fooled by that one. That pitch is lined over the head of the shortstop.
Now batting number 44, Avery Grayley.
So I'll bring up Avery Grayley, the first baseman here for the Black Eagles, who grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. And so Brayley with a chance with a runner on. as he takes strike one on the inside. So after giving up 2 runs in the bottom of the third, South Charleston looking here to strike back. Throw over, dives back in safely. Neither team had a lot of traffic on the bases. Winfield really for the first time bottom of the last inning and paid it off. As ball 2 there. And now South Charleston looking to do the same. The same here. Middleton sets the 1-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Take the count to 1-2. Middleton the throw over. Dives back in safely. Looks in, gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. That ball hit right back up the middle. Should be a tailor-made double play. There is 1, and there is 2. Beautifully turned there by the Generals.
Now batting number 4, Caden Hackman.
So that will bring up Caden Hackman for the Eagles here with 2 outs. As he takes ball 1. So a big double play there by the Generals now. Just an out away from keeping it clean on their end as strike 1 is poured in over the outside corner. Middleton been very, very effective pitching so far this evening, throwing up zeros as that pitch up and in for ball 2. And the kick and the pitch. So 3-1 count now. Hackman, who flied out to left field earlier, takes ball 4 to extend the inning.
Now batting number 33, Jackson Webb.
And that will bring up Jackson Webb, who struck out looking on a beautiful pitch on the outside corner in the last at bat. Now here with an opportunity to extend the inning for his Black Eagles, and with a big hit, maybe even plate a run here. That pitch is fouled off.
Courtesy runner number 6, Avon Fowler.
As Fowler comes in as a courtesy runner here for the Black Eagles. Takes a pretty big lead off, throw over as he dives back in. Middleton throw, pitch. Ball down in the dirt, block there very nicely. Take the count to 1-1.
Did he not have his... Did he not have the play? I saw him walking down the street.
As Fowler leads off, there's the pitch, just outside and up. Take the count to 2-1. Edelton looks in for the sign. Checks the runner at first. Here's the 2-1 offering. Catches the inside corner to even the count at 2-2. Two on the way. Kind of an emergency hack there to foul it off and keep the count at 2-2. So the count is 2-2. We do have 2 outs, but a runner on first here for South Charleston. Down 2-0 here in the top of the 4th to the Generals of Winfield. Pitch outside. And take the count to 3-2, so full count here. So runner will definitely be on the move here. Webb thought that was ball 4, but was not, so he'll retrieve his bat and kind of come back to the batter's box here and dig in. Lost the count a little bit. It happens to the best of us in the batter's box. So Fowler will be on the move here. The pitch over, dives back. Middleton back on the rubber, peers in here for the payoff pitch. So 3-2, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Now batting number 5, Marcus Goad.
So Edelton, after getting that double play, looked like he was kind of cruising. Now back-to-back walks here with 2 outs. Have the Black Eagles threatening. And that will bring out a visit there from the pitching coach as Michael Good, the right fielder, gets ready to dig in. Grounded out actually back up to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Now with an opportunity to do some damage.
Courtesy runner number 9, Gavin Young.
So Gavin Young will be a courtesy runner on first base for the Black Eagles as Good digs in. And takes ball 1 outside. Goad with 3 RBIs on the season here with an opportunity to drive in a couple as he takes ball 2. So Edelton was cruising along here until he ended up with the double play and then kind of lost the strike zone here a little bit to walk the last 2 hitters and now find himself in a little bit of a jam. That pitch is fouled off straight back. Take the count to 2-1. Kind of thankful for the net, otherwise that'd have been headed right at me. And it'd have been me or the equipment, and I don't think I'd have picked the equipment. Pitch up in the zone. That'll take the count to 3-1. Edelton here in danger of walking the bases loaded after getting 2 outs to start the inning. And here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss to take the count to 3-2. So 2 outs, 3-2 count, runners on first and second. Got to believe that the runners will be off with the pitch here. That pitch is fouled off and back, so we'll do it again as the runners did take off, so they'll have to retreat. Middleton looks in and sets. Here's the payoff. And that pitch is fouled off down the first base line, so we'll do it again. Good, definitely looking to drive in the runs here and get this thing tied up for the Black Eagles as Edelton steps off. Edelton trying to get on the same page here with his catcher as the 3-2 here is delivered. Throw back to second base, trying to catch him leaning, but Fowler able to dive back in safely. Nettleton comes set, and here's the payoff. As Good takes down and low, so that will load the bases up. For Jordan Terry, the left fielder. Terry 233 on the year. Does have 4 RBIs on the year, so big spot here for South Charleston. With the bases loaded, 2 outs. As he takes down, so ball 1. Brody Ellington really fighting through it right now. That pitch driven right back at the first base, and he's able to block it. Can he beat him to the bag? And they say he does. So Brody Ellington gets 2 outs quickly in that inning, then walks the bases loaded, but he's able to make the pitch and strand all 3 on base. So as we go to the bottom of the 4th, Winfield leads 2-0 over the Black Eagles, and we will be back.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller.
And welcome back in as Preston Kiefer drives the first pitch of the inning into left field and then legs out and double, absolute hustle double out of the box, just beating the throw into second base.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Jared Miller.
That'll bring up Jared Miller, the second baseman. Leads the team in RBIs with 11, so an opportunity to tack on another one here and add to his team lead. As he takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Preston Kiefer absolutely rifled one ahead of him there into left field there to lead off the inning. And now he takes off. Huge jump as that pitch is hit. And they're going to say foul ball, so that's going to send Kiefer back to second. And he had that base stolen standing. like absolute standing. Just massive jump. Webb never noticed it. I mean, he was pretty much at third base when the pitch got delivered. So 1-1 the count on Jared Miller. And he turns back, looks the runner back to second. Kiefer with a huge lead, definitely looking to potentially jump off again. As ball 2 is delivered outside. Winfield living up to the billing on the base pass as being aggressive so far tonight. As Webb throws a fastball right by Miller to even the count at 2-2. And definitely not taking his eyes off Kiefer at second. I mean, he had started that lineup still looking back at him. Definitely trying to keep him close. As he takes off this pitch down the third base line. That will be an out, and Kiefer hustling home on the play. He got such a great jump and read off of it that he was able to stay standing going into third. And uses that speed and comes all the way home on the ground out. That will bring up Jake Kimball, the DH. As he takes ball 1. Had a pop-up into foul territory caught by the catcher back in the second inning. So with 1 run already across here for Winfield, as he takes strike 1 at the top of the zone. As Webb delivers. Outside corner for strike 2. Webb gets the sign, the wind, the kick, and the pitch. Down and in the dirt there to even the count at 2-2. So Winfield's offense and bats have come alive here in the last couple of innings. Playing 2 last inning, now 1 so far in this inning. To 3-0 lead over the Black Eagles of South Charleston as this pitch is driven into left field, and it takes a hop past the left fielder, and he will dig in now for second. And Kimball with a double, second double of the inning for the Generals. And that will bring out a mound visit here for South Charleston. And as we said earlier, the JV game yesterday, they had a JV game earlier today, a little bit of a microburst rain-wise. So the field playing probably a little bit different than it would under normal playing conditions. And you can tell that ball was hit pretty hard and then just kind of skips on that wet grass there in the outfield, making it a very tough play for Jordan Terry out there trying to get in front of it. And ends up kind of bouncing up and around him a little bit.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Owen Taylor.
So that will bring up the shortstop, Owen Taylor, here for the Generals. 4 RBIs on the year so far. With a hit here could add to that total. He takes up and in for ball 1. So once again, the Generals have already plated 1 in this inning, threatening to plate another here. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 1-1. Preston Kiefer led the inning off with a double and then was able to score from second on a ground out to third as he was stealing third base. Was able to go in there standing and then used his speed to come home on the throw over to first. Make it a 3-0 Generals lead. As that pitch is down and in the dirt, skips away. Kimball is going to take advantage and move up to third. So Kimball moves up to third on what probably will be scored as a pass ball. As he pours in strike two to even the count at 2-2 here. South Charleston going to play the infield in and try and cut that run down at home, or at least keep him there at third on anything hit into the infield. So here comes the 2-2. High and away, and that'll even the count, or that'll take the count full to 3-2. And the payoff. Hit back up the middle right to the pitcher. He'll come home with it as he is safe. Kimball comes home. Webb's throw kind of up the first base side of home plate and did not give his catcher Hackman a real good opportunity to kind of come back as Kimball was off on contact there. So that will plate another run there on the fielder's choice. It does not result in an out. That will take it to 4-0 for the Generals. 0-2-2 for the Eagles, 4-4-0 so far for the Generals. And that will bring up Brody Ellington here to the plate with one out and a runner on first. Ground out to the pitcher back in the third inning. Throw over, back easily. And here's the pitch from Webb. Pitch driven down the third baseline, but foul. That'll take the count to 0-1. Webb gets a sign, checks the runner at first, not a very big lead. Now he takes off. The throw down, well wide to the third base side. So another stolen base for the Generals. And we'll put a runner on second here. 0-2 the count to Edelton. Winfield definitely living up to the billing of a team that likes to get on the base pass and cause havoc. There's the pitch. Strike three called on the outside corner for out number 2. Big pitch there for Webb. Now we get the strikeout look at it now with 2 outs and an opportunity to kind of limit the damage here Winfield's been able to do, and that'll bring up Austin Blackwell, who rips one to third, but a great catch by Brock Henson, the third baseman of the Black Eagles, to strand the runner on second, but 2 more Generals cross the plate. Winfield leads 4-0 after 4, and we will be back with the top of the 5th momentarily.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com. This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to General Stadium on the campus of Winfield High School in Winfield, West Virginia, on a beautiful Thursday evening. Slightly overcast. Temperatures are in the 40s probably right now, but it's a beautiful, beautiful evening for baseball as the Generals lead the visiting Black Eagles of South Charleston 4-0. And Brock Henson will lead off for the Black Eagles. He ended the bottom of the last inning with an absolute tremendous catch as he takes ball one. And I've just been informed it's actually 56 degrees outside. Thank you to our wonderful producer, Ethan. I don't know where I'd be without him half the time. As Henson pops one up into left field, and that pitch is caught for out number one of the inning. That will bring up Braxton Burke, the shortstop. We do have a pitching change here for the Generals. Austin Blackwell now takes over the pitching duties for the Generals. As he pours in strike one. That pitch is fouled off and away. 0-2 the count. And so Brody Ellington will move out to left field as this ball is hit to short. Played on the hop. Throw over in time for the runner for out number two. And that will bring up Jackson Akers. Jackson Akers is 0 for 1. Does have a walk and a stolen base so far in the game as well, as they look to extend the inning here for the Black Eagles. As he takes strike one. That pitch is fouled off. 0-2 the count. Pitch down the third base line, fielded on the hop. Strong throw over and the stretch, but it pulls the first baseman off the bag, so he will reach.
Now batting number 8, Tanner Adkins.
That will be an error on the third baseman, Ian Cox, to extend the inning here. And bring up Tanner Atkins, the second baseman. So 2 outs, 1 on for the Black Eagles. Throw over. Ball gets past the first baseman, and that will allow Akins to move up to second. As that pitch gets away from the catcher, and that will allow Atkins to move up to third base. So in essentially 3 plays here, we've had an error on the third baseman that allowed him to reach, a throw over to first that got away, that allowed him to second, and now the pass ball to move him up to third. As ball 2 into Atkins. Pitch fouled off down the third base line, so that takes the count to 2-1. So South Charleston here with an opportunity. Pitch in on the hand, sawed off down the line, and that will be caught by the first baseman to end the inning. So through 5 1/2, the Generals leading the Black Eagles 4-0, and we will be back to General Stadium momentarily.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owns doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
And welcome back as Ian Cox prepares to step in to the batter's box here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Generals lead 4-0 over South Charleston. As Webb delivers the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. To the Generals' leadoff man, Ian Cox. And he takes ball 2. And 3-0. Here to Ian Cox, the third baseman for the Generals. And here's the 3-0. Catches the bottom of the zone, so 3-1. Pitch hit straight up in the air. We caught by the second baseman for out number 1. And that will bring up
number 3,
Brayson Downey, the catcher for the Generals here. Had the big two-run double back in the 4th that opened up the scoring for Winfield. As he fouls this pitch off, 0-1 the count. As Webb looks in, here's the 0-1. Ball 1 down in the zone. And here's the 1-1. Ball 2 down in the zone. Webb definitely trying to keep the ball down. Downey already shown the ability of that upper fastball to drive it as he takes outside 3-1. And the 3-1. As he fouls that off down the left field line. Takes the count full to 3-2. He had a pitch up in the zone trying to turn on and just got out in front of it a little bit. Pulled it foul. So Webb looks in. Here's the 3-2. Takes outside for ball 4. So works a walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number
That will bring
9,
up Blake Withrow. Ball 1 and down. Catcher pop up, just make sure that Downey does not take off. Downey does have 6 steals coming into tonight, so definitely a big-time threat to run as he gets back on the throwback there. Leading the team actually with stolen bases coming into tonight. So as he takes off, there's the throw down. Not in time, so another stolen base for Downey and the Generals. And here comes the 1-1. Fouled straight back. Take the count to 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Caught him looking as he catches the outside corner.
Fielder number 2, Preston Kiefer.
And that will bring up Preston Kiefer, who doubled back in the 4th and did come around to score. So runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch down in the zone. So 0-1 the count. I'm sorry, 1-0 the count. Webb comes set. As he'll step off to push Downey back to the bag there at second. Downey stole second, so definitely to steal third as he takes off, and there's the pitch. Ripped right between the hole. That will plate Downey. As Kiefer rips in an RBI single to make it 5-0 Generals.
Now batting the left fielder number 4, Jared Miller.
And that will bring up Jared Miller, who reached on an error, got caught stealing in the 2nd, and then grounded out in the 4th. Throw back over, and Kiefer back in safely. Kiefer definitely a threat to steal as well, as that pitch catches the outside corner for 0-1. Doubled back in the 4th, was attempting to steal third on a ground ball hit to third that he actually scored on as a throw back over to first. So definitely definitely a lot of speed there for South Charleston to pay attention to. The pitch is up as he takes off. A little bit of issues there for Hackman getting it out of the glove as Kiefer easily steals second. Winfield, a team that not a whole lot of pop in the lineup, but absolutely knows how to run bases and takes full advantage of their team's speed. As that pitch catches the outside corner. Take the count to 1-2. Well, looking back at the runner at second, dancing. Here comes the pitch. Outside and low, block, good block there by Hackman. I'll take the count to 2-2. Throw back, and they caught Kiefer leaning just a little too much there. Able to pick him off at second. So after 5, the Generals lead the Black Eagles 5-0, and we will be back momentarily with the top of the 6th inning.
This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades apprenticeship programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th. Winfield leads South Charleston 5-0. As Avery Grayley, the first baseman for the Eagles, stands in. And that pitch misses, so 2-0 the count. And that pitch poured in for a strike. We're here from General Stadium in Winfield, West Virginia. Absolutely beautiful evening for high school baseball. Thank you guys for being a part of the broadcast tonight. And 2-1. Fouled off down the first baseline. That'll even the count at 2-2. As we get multiple baseballs on the field, we'll get one of those cleared off here. Austin Blackwell still on the mound here for the Generals after taking over in the 5th in relief of Brody Edelton. As that pitch is down, that'll make the count full at 3-2 to Avery Grayley, the first baseman for the Black Eagles. And the pitch fouled off and back. And the payoff. As Gravely works a walk to start out here the 6th inning. That will bring up Caden Hackman. And we're going to get a courtesy runner here for South Charleston.
Pinch runner number 6, Aiden Fowler.
As Aiden Fowler will come in to courtesy run here for the Black Eagles. As ball 1 is taken down in the zone. So here in the top of the 6th, South Charleston running out of outs here to get back in this thing, trailing 5-0. As Hackman is able to work into a hitter's count here of 2-0. And takes strike 1. And the 2-1 delivery just misses the inside part of the plate, so 3-1 count here. Your Winfield kind of last thing you want here to walk the first 2 guys of the inning, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Now batting number 33, Jackson Webb.
And that will bring up Jackson Webb, and it looks like another courtesy runner here for South Charleston.
Courtesy runner number 12, Cody Daniels.
Cody Daniels will come in to be the courtesy runner on first base for South Charleston, who has a threat going on here in the top of the 6th. First 2 guys reached on bases on balls. So with nobody out, that will bring up Jackson Webb with an opportunity here as he takes ball 1. So South Charleston did have the bases loaded back in the 4th inning. They were able to work 3 consecutive walks with 2 outs, unable to capitalize on that. So opportunity here now in the top of the 6th with 2 guys on and now a 3-0 count to Jackson Webb. Austin Blackwell really struggling to find the zone here in the 6th inning, as he catches a strike there low to make the count 3-1. Outside corner, catching probably the black part of the plate there to work the count full to 3-2. And the payoff. Strike 3. Caught him looking outside corner. Absolute paint job.
Now batting number 5, Marcus Gode.
So big out number 1 there as Marcus Gode, the right fielder, now stands in with 1 out and 2 runners still on base. As Blackwell pours in strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pitch hit down the line, Step on third for one. Throw over. Skips over to the diamond, but in plenty of time to get Marcus good. So Blackwell struggles there at the start of the inning, but is able to dig deep and get out of it as we head to the bottom of the sixth. The Generals come to bat, leading 5-0, and we will be back in a moment.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
And welcome back in for the bottom of the sixth inning here from Winfield, West Virginia. The Winfield Generals leading the South Charleston Black Eagles 5-0. Winfield definitely living up to their billing of being a team that gets on base and then pushes the envelope with their team speed. Multiple steals tonight, leading to 5 runs.
Miller.
And Jared Miller will lead off the inning here for the Generals. 10-2 coming into this evening. Looking well on their way to 11-2 here tonight. They will be back in action again here tomorrow night as they take on Huntington High. And strike one delivered in to Miller. Swing and a miss for strike two. Pitch misses outside, 1-2. And we do have a new pitcher here on the mound for South Charleston, Jaden Williamson on the mound. That pitch is fouled off, and it looks like it is just going to get out of play, so the bat will stay alive at 2-2. And strike three looking there, and I do apologize. It's actually Braxton Burke who has taken over pitching for South Charleston.
Now batting number 8.
As he gets the strikeout of Miller to start the inning. And ball 1. Into Kimball, the DH. And so with Burke moving to the pitching spot, Brock Henson has slid over to short, and Jackson Webb, who started out pitching, is now at third. As Kimball lines one to right field, but that will be caught easily for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the shortstop.
And that will bring up Owen Taylor, the shortstop. And ball 1. Burke gets the signal. Here's the 1-0. Up high. That'll take the count to 2-0. And the 2-0. Chop straight back, so that'll take count to 2-1. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th here, South Charleston will have the top of their lineup with Braxton, Burt, Jackson, Akers, and Tanner Adkins due up in the top of the 7th inning. And here's the 2-1. Called strike 2 there at the bottom of the zone. So 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Generals leading the Black Eagles 5-0. And the 2-2. Hammered down past the diving first baseman. As he's going to dig for 2, the throw definitely gets him out for out number 3. So Owen Taylor took a single, tried to stretch it out into a double, but a good throw cuts him down. So through 6, the Generals lead 5-0 as we head to the final inning here in the top of the 7th, as the Black Eagles try to extend this game a little bit. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here at General Stadium tomorrow evening, as the Winfield Generals will play host to the Huntington Highlanders. First pitch scheduled for 7 o'clock. Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. Oh, Tuesday. Okay. And then on Tuesday evening, we will be back here as well, as Winfield will play host to the Wildcats from Nitro. And just a couple of games upcoming. Mark your calendars and join us for those. That pitch just misses for ball 1. That'll even the count up at 1-1. As Jordan Terry leads off here, the top of the 7th for the Black Eagles. That pitch lined over the head of the second baseman, so that'll dump in for a single. And the Black Eagles have a runner on to start the 7th.
Number 2, Brock Henson.
That brings up Brock Henson. Started the game out at third, is now moved to short. Jackson Terry takes his lead off of first. Here comes the pitch. Just outside, ball 1. Called strike at the bottom of the zone, even in the count up to 1-1. Strike 2 poured in there, take the count to 1-2. That pitch down. Terry's going to take off. The throw goes wide of second, but great backup there by the outfield to keep him there at second base. And South Charleston will be home tomorrow night against Lincoln County. So playing back at home tomorrow for the Black Eagles. And swing and a miss for the strikeout. And now one away. 2 outs away from the Generals locking up the 11th win of the year. And that will bring up Braxton Burke. That pitch is down. Terry's going to take off. The throw down gets Terry trying to advance on a ball in the dirt. Down to third, so that is the second out of the inning. And a 1-0 count to Burke. That pitch is down and in, 2-0 the count. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And 3-0 count now. Pitch hit right back up on a hop to the shortstop. Up, throw, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And that will do it. Winfield wins 5-0 over South Charleston, taking the Generals to 11-2 for the year. South Charleston drops to 5-7. Once again, Winfield wins 5-0 over the visiting Black Eagles of South Charleston. For Game Day Media, I am CJ Krasick. Thank you so much for joining us here from Winfield, West Virginia. We'll be back tomorrow, first pitch 7 o'clock, as the Huntington Highlanders come in to face the Winfield Generals. Everybody have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.